even if they...
You think someone at some point told you, you should be curious about music, you should check, no, I think you got it or you don't, it's just, you're curious or you're have and I'm not bashing them, I mean, they have different priorities, they are interested in different things, but it's just...
Yeah, but, okay, let's... I can respond to that very easily. I have a theory about how this develops. Why did you become a musician?
Because I started playing the piano when I was 5.
Even before, because you were surrounded by it. Because you had people playing music around you all the time.
No. My father, he used to play the guitar, but it was like I never saw him playing the guitar. It was like he stopped when my older sister was born.
Yeah, okay.
So it's not that it's just that my parents, they were like, okay, video games. So it's their opinion and anything. Video games and the TV, they're not gonna get you smarter. So you don't watch TV too much. It's like 2 hours here and there on the Saturdays afternoons or something. And we were not allowed to have video games. But they said they always bought us as many books as we wanted. We had access to sports and music. So yeah, when I was 5, I got my father said, yeah, you're gonna play the piano because it's a good instrument to start, and I started with the piano.
Okay.
It wasn't really my thing, but then I went to other instruments and stuff, and that's how I got into it. Is because my parents said.
Yeah, but it's because they deemed it important also, which means that they were infatuated by yes, sure.
Culture. And they actually, when we were on holidays, they would take us here and there in Europe or in France, and we would go into museums like paintings or things like that. You know, they got us into it.
So that's what I meant. You were exposed to music. That's how you get.
Oh yeah, in that sense,
regard, yeah. Because me personally, I think I became a musician first of all with my hearing, but I think my hearing is also a consequence of having been surrounded by music since I was a kid. It's like Genesis, Tina Turner, Frank Zappa, a lot of classics, a lot of 80s pop that was actually played on real instruments, and all this shit. I listened to it with nostalgia, but also. Turns out that some of it was the highest quality music that that generation had to offer, and in one regard or another, and this is the exact story that I heard from every single musician, is that we were exposed as kids. That's it. That's how you. So it's not that you are born with curiosity or not. I have never seen a kid that's not curious.
Yeah, that's true.
The moment. You know Rick Beato on YouTube. He's doing music and production related videos. He's a guy. I don't want to say how old he is because I have a very hard time judging it, but I think he's over 40. Anyway, very experienced. I think more guitar and piano and session background than anything else, but he's very capable in teaching music very well in a very friendly manner. I appreciate it. He made this declaration that I saw like a year and a half ago, that if you expose your kids to high quality harmonic content until the age of 9.
You told me about it. And
until the age of 9 months,
and they got perfect pitch.
And all of them have perfect pitch.
I remember.
Because I think that during the development of that period in a child's life, if they hear a lot of harmonic content, they just get so used to it, then the brain kind of develops to interpret it.
Yeah, I think
that's it.
I think it's really about that. It's not
exposition.
That you say kids, they're like sponges and it's more like but I really think that in that case it's even the wiring that's different. It wires itself differently, with these kind of stimuli. It's not just about being curious and having things in the ear. It's when you start that young, I think the brain does something. It wires itself.
It tries to make sense of the world, right? So it tries to filter out everything that it gets exposed to. And I don't know if you knew this, but there's a reason why in China, in some parts of China, and why in Hungary we had the highest rate. Well, maybe I'm saying something stupid because I didn't read the actual statistics here, but maybe there's a reason why we have one of the highest levels of people with perfect pitch. It's because our language possesses the most vowels and consonants. That's why I hear less Hungarian people having a hard accent than, for example, French, because French people have a bit narrower, I don't know, trick bag of sounds that they can produce. So it's harder to, and after a while, you know, unless you rehearse or unless you practice it really hard, you're not putting another sound in it, because not only you don't know how to pronounce it, but I don't think you hear it.